What's up everyone, it's Gigi. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you my viral clean girl makeup look. Also, yes, I did just make the perfect iced latte, so let's take a sip. I feel like my makeup looks have gone absolutely crazy lately and a bunch of them have gone viral. And it's always a certain type of makeup look. It's always that natural, effortless makeup look, but actually it did take quite a bit of effort. So let me share all my tips and tricks with you guys today. I'm gonna be sipping off of this throughout the whole video because it's so freaking good. I have all of the makeup products that I'm going to use today in this makeup bag. Of course, it's GGB. We are dropping this makeup bag super soon. I swear everything fits in here. First thing I always reach for when it comes to more natural makeup looks is some kind of spray, whether that be a setting spray, like a facial mist, hydrating mist, anything to just kind of dampen the skin and make it super fresh again. I'm just gonna spritz that. This is the this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Spray. I also did all of my skincare right before this. That's obviously super important, but I just like to work with like a damp face. I don't know, just like a well moisturized face. For that flawless base makeup, I always grab for a smoothing primer, like a pore minimizing primer, anything like that. This is just a little stick from Morphe too. I love this. It's also super mini, so that's really cute. I mainly focus this on my T-zone because that's like where most of my pores obviously are, and kind of like discoloration and just stuff that I want to smooth out. The last time that I used an actual foundation was so long ago. I honestly can't even remember it. Instead of foundation, I've been using a skin tint or something like this. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow or my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Just something a little bit more lightweight. Like honestly, I'm not really a big fan of foundations anymore. I've never really been a big fan of foundations, but I definitely feel like I'm more in my natural girl era at the moment. I'm more looking for something that gives me a bronze, gives me a glow. I much like prioritize that over actually coverage. For blending in this video, I'm just going to be using my GGB blending sponge. Just in general, this is the sponge that I always use. You can either use this wet or dry, so you don't have to walk over to the bathroom and go wet your sponge. Like, that is the most annoying thing ever. This is just a sponge that can do it all. I use it with my liquids, my powders. It's honestly so amazing. It's a little bit damp right now just because I cleaned it, but it's honestly just a miracle worker. It blends out everything in seconds and leaves the most natural, gorgeous finish. This is one of our latest products that we launched, by the way, and we got such a positive response from you guys. I'm so happy that all of you are loving this. Something that is definitely new in my routine, but I feel like I can't live without anymore, is a liquid highlighter. This one is from Vive, and this is their Skin Dew. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my cheeks. The thing that I love most about this is when you blend it out, it isn't as intense, and I am gonna be putting other makeup products over it, so it's not gonna be like an overpowering, like crazy glittery glow. Just something very subtle, and it kind of makes you look like you're glowing from within, which is obviously what we want right now. See how natural that looks? Like when I move my face, it's not overpowering, it just looks very subtle. I can't stop drinking my coffee. Like, I need the energy right now, so let me just like take 3 big gulps and then I think I'll be fine. I think it's not something new. You guys all know that I cannot live without my cream bronzer. This is just a bronzer slash contour stick from ColourPop. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I've been a fan of their sticks for years. They're so creamy. I've been obsessed with contouring my lips. I feel like it makes them look so plump but natural, so I just take this stick and I kind of go over my lip line like that. I'm not going to blend that out just yet. I'm first gonna take my blush. This is from Say Beauty. This is the Glow Sculpt in the color Mauve Glow. I love this. I've been obsessed with anything that has glitter in it lately. Like, I feel like for the past couple of years, I've been such like a matte girly, but recently I've been loving the shimmer. Apply some on my cheeks right above my bronzer, also on this side, and also on my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. I'm just gonna take my sponge again. Something that I've been loving is blending my bronzer slash contour together with my blush, because I love it when it kind of melts in together. Just blending that out, and then at the same time kind of going higher up. I'm kind of like mixing my bronzer and my blush, leaves you with a really natural like sun-kissed glow. Look how that just kind of melts together. It looks really, really nice. I'm definitely more of like a bronzer girly instead of contouring. Like I love contouring, but just for everyday looks, I much more just prefer bronzing my face and adding some color instead of like really, really sculpting. When it comes to concealer, I'm gonna be honest, I do not like full coverage concealers. I really feel like concealer is such a dead giveaway of like seeing the cake on your face, if that makes sense. Like if you're going for a natural makeup look and you're using a full coverage concealer, I feel like it instantly makes it not look natural anymore. I've been using this Kosas concealer for a while now and I love the color. It's brightening, but it also cancels out like any darkness or discoloration without the super intense coverage. As I'm applying the product to my face, you can see that I am applying it to a lot of spots on my face, but I'm not necessarily using a shit ton of product. Because when you're applying like too much unnecessary product, or you're covering up things that don't really need coverage, one, it's kind of a waste of product and it's gonna kind of make it look more cakey and not as natural. I'm just using the tip of my blending sponge. See how that just glides on under my eyes. Don't worry, we're almost done with the base makeup. I just like to take my time and make sure everything looks perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna take the flat side of the sponge and I'm just gonna dip this in some translucent powder. This is from the Beauty Bakery, I believe it's called. It's this powder right here. I love this. I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes because I don't want that concealer to move, but I'm not gonna let it bake. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my sponge and really press that powder in there until it's kind of like dissolved. Like there's no like white cast anymore. I'm fully pressing the powder into my skin instead of letting it sit there and bake. If you have been baking and you feel like your under eyes always look super dry, try just like blending the powder in instead of letting it sit there, because for us drier skin girlies, I think it just looks so much better. A flawless skin secret, let me put you guys on. After you've put on your translucent powder, take a powder foundation. If you didn't know, there's actually like lighter coverage powder foundations and also full coverage powder foundations. I wouldn't grab like a full coverage one. Just take like a big fluffy brush and dust a little bit of powder foundation on there, just like that. Ooh, dusty. Lightly with a super light hand, dust this over my face. It's gonna be controlling my oils and it's going to add an extra like super thin layer of coverage that is just going to make your skin look super smooth and flawless. Tell me this doesn't look freaking amazing. If you feel like your bronzer always looks way too intense on you or it just looks off, try this trick. I've been doing this for a couple of months. I really feel like it has changed my makeup game. I actually use a darker colored powder foundation because you know when brands bring out powder bronzers, they usually bring out like 3-4 shades, and for a lot of us, it isn't just like, it's just not the right tone, or it's either a little bit too light or too dark, or it just looks off with your skin tone. Try finding a powder foundation just 2 shades darker than your skin tone, and it's gonna look so good. I feel like it gives the most natural bronzy look ever without looking too overbearing, like too harsh. And for that sun-kissed look, take a smaller brush, like an eyeshadow brush like this, grab a little bit of the foundation and apply it just right here, because this is where the sun would usually hit my nose when I've been tanning. We finally moved on to the eyes, which is definitely my favorite part. I feel like I'm such like, even though I just spent like 30 minutes on my base makeup, I do feel like I'm really an eye makeup girl. Like, that is my jam. My favorite part of my makeup routine is my eyes. I'm obviously going to be using my favorite eyeshadow palette in the whole entire world. This is my Candid Cat Eye eyeshadow palette. It has all the neutral shades that you can dream of, from daytime to natural to super glam to nighttime. Really just everything you need in a palette to create the perfect cat eye. I feel like I've tried endless looks with this palette now, but I still feel like I haven't done everything. Also going to be using my High Hopes brush set, of course, as always. I am going to be keeping it fairly light for today's eye makeup. I'm just going to be dipping into the shade Foxy right here, which is the perfect medium brown. I'm just grabbing that on a super big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to apply this on my crease and then also softly blend it onto my lid. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom you in. We have had such a crazy positive response to the launch of our eyeshadow palette. Like, guys, I was shocked. I mean, deep down, I obviously already knew that everyone was going to love it because I spent so much time working on this palette, but I never expected this much love. Just lightly dusting that on there. I am focusing this a little bit more towards the outer part of my eye, like I'm not taking it too far in. Now I'm taking a little bit of Busy right here, taking the smaller blending brush and just dipping in there, and I'm really gonna focus this in the outer V and on the outer area of my crease, and also blend this color up a little bit more towards my eyebrow. Time for my favorite thing ever. I'm taking out my liner brush and I'm going to do eyeshadow liner. Of course I'm gonna do eyeshadow liner. I will never stop doing eyeshadow liner. I'm just going to be mixing Siren and then also liner goals. I'm just gonna be dipping my liner brush in there softly, and I'm going to create the softest, like lightest baby wing ever. So I'm starting at the base of my lash line right here, and then softly just flicking the brush a little bit upwards like this. Honestly, the brush does all the work for you. It's really not that hard. I'm also placing some of those two shades on my lower lash line, keeping it really close to my lash line and just softening that up. Alright, that's done. We're all eyeshadow linered up. Before moving on to mascara, I'm just quickly going to apply some brow gel. So this is for the YouTube club only, okay? But this might possibly be the next GGB makeup product. And I need you to promise me not to tell anyone, okay? This is for the YouTube club only. I've had such a struggle with finding the perfect brow gel over the years that I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own because I'm sick of this. Like, I'm sick of this shit. It lays your brows down flat, but it doesn't leave like a white cast or like white dots in your eyebrows. I feel like with a lot of eyebrow products that are like eyebrow soaps or like waxes, you lay your brows down and it looks like you've literally like glued your brows down onto your face. And personally, I've never really been a fan of that. Like, I like it when they stay up like this, but I'm not like really digging the whole glue thing. Now it's time to apply mascara. If I was going for a little bit more of a dramatic look, I would use my Blossom half lashes, but we're staying a little bit more on the natural side today. So I'm just going to be doing mascara. Going to keep it pretty natural today. Just gonna do like 1-2 thin layers. So I've been using this mascara from Huda Beauty and it was really good, but for some reason it's deciding to go a little bit clumpy on me now, but I'm just thinking maybe it's my own fault. Like, maybe I didn't close the tub well enough or something. I don't know. For my lip today, I'm just taking this lipstick from Anastasia in the color Peach Amber. Kind of adding that as a nude base before going in with my GGB Glisten lip oil. Alright guys, the finished results. Take a look, take a look. My makeup does look flawless today. Oh, I need some earrings. Forgot my earrings. I feel so naked. The skin today is just giving. The eyes, they look so good. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. I really hope you learned something from my tips and tricks. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.